this game so we can go hit the buffet for some chicken wings.
Showtime MP, true ballers only.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Grizzlies. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another.
Right now for the Grizzlies, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Bane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then there's Ja Morant, then it's Edey, and it's Money in a two-guard. And for Atlanta, filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. And it's Young in at the 1. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Well, those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Here's Money. Takes it inside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
Well, great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
Here's Money. Offensive rebound. Got it.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great lift off the floor. Johnson is electric.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Money with the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Pass to Bogdanovich. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Money with the bucket.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from deep. And Atlanta making a change here. Daniels is checked in. Outside Young. Okongwu, a screen on Morant. Pass to Daniels. Lets it go from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Money. It doesn't go for him. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Daniels. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Well, he's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thank you, B.A. Out in Miami, and I just got the news coming out about the Heat's trade with the Atlanta Hawks. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He added 43 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Atlanta making some changes here. Hawks trail by 15. They've got Larry Nance, Reza Shea out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Dyson Daniels, and it's Robinson in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Yeah, Larry Nance Jr. moves well out there, but he's also strong. So he muscles in, gets pushed, takes the hit.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they they get the ball.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Risacher out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thank you. Good stuff. Money, the pass to Bane. Knocks down the long J. Bane's got 5.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Pass to Daniels. From downtown. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And it's good. 2 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
It's Daniels with a drive. And that one is hammered home.
Tons of first step quickness from Daniels.
Grizzlies lead by 15. Here's Money. Rebounded by Daniels. For Atlanta, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Nance outside. Takes the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. These guys are unreal. 27 straight victories, which ties the win total of that star-studded Miami Heat team back in 2013.
Well, I've been super fortunate to be on some teams that have had some great runs, and I know how hard this can be. You can be so talented, you can be so committed, but you also have to have a few things go your way, and right now, everything going their way.
Hawks trail by 19. Daniels passes to Hunter. Oh, deflected. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And with just about half the season in the books, checking in on the top rookies, starting to establish themselves as And so it's Memphis, looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan? I mean, what are they trying to accomplish out there?
If it's getting an earful from the coach, I'd say mission accomplished. And let's move to some recent. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. On the court for the Grizzlies, Bane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then it's Edey, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Money in at the shooting guard position.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Like a matador. Ole! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Bogdanovich from long range. The Grizzlies pull it in. 22 was their biggest lead. Pass to Money. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals. They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Going inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. Money's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Outside Johnson. They need this. Hunter can't get it to go. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Young. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Young's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, playing heads up right now, Trae Young. I'm amazed at how creative at times he can be.
And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And the layup falls. Money's got 35 in the game.
They're really working the paint now.
Atlanta's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Johnson passes to Young. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. The rebound by Edey. And here's Memphis. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Money with the bucket.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Bogdanovich. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Money. Driving inside. The rebound by Bogdanovich. And Atlanta shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And a new group getting ready for. There's 1:12 left to play in the fourth quarter. Money, the pass to Jackson. Here's Money, guarded by Young. Right wing. Here's Money. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Money's got 40 points.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Money.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, he was amazing tonight.
Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Their backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Money with the bucket.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Free throw is good. Young. And both free throws good for Young. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Money. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
Good on the second one. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Money. Good. He hits again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Young looking over the floor. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot.
That's what I'm talking about.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
There he is.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Thunder, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
And the Clippers starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard. In the forward spots. Kevin Porter is out there with Bones Highland. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Memphis, The forwards for him, Bain and Jackson. Ja Morant, he's out there with money, and it's Clark in at the center position. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
Highland misses. Money passes to Bain. Here's Money. And he comes up with the deuce. Money's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Highland misses. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on